Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Jeff, and today I'll be talking about the International Phonetic Alphabet, more known as the IPA. Now, before we start, I'd like to give you a brief explanation of what the IPA really is. So, let's continue here. Alright, so what is the IPA? According to Wikipedia, the International Phonetic Alphabet is a system that represents sounds, and it's used by lexicographers, foreign language students, teachers, linguists, speech language pathologists, singers, actors, constructed language creators, and translators. So it's basically used by everybody who wants to know how a word is pronounced correctly. And this is very useful because you don't have to be a native speaker to know how a word is pronounced correctly. If you know how to read the IPA, then you can learn how to pronounce words the way they're supposed to be pronounced. Alright, so let's continue. Here, this is the complete list of symbols in the IPA. Because of course it's not only used in English or Spanish, but it's also used around the globe and with all the languages. So here we can see the different symbols for different sounds in the different languages that we have, and even tones, not only sounds but tones. Like for example, in Chinese they have 5 tones. And each tone represents a word, and they also have the representation for tones here in this chart. Let's continue. Here in this diagram we can see the representation of a mouth. Okay, here this is the upper part, this is the back of your mouth, this is kind of the middle, and this is the lower part of your mouth. So in other words, these are your upper teeth, lower teeth. This is your the middle of your mouth, and depending on the letter that you want to say or pronounce, your tongue will go to one of these places. So let's assume your tongue is relaxed and you're not saying anything. Your tongue should be here, all right? And when you open your mouth slightly, then you should be able to make the sound, this sound here. This is known as the schwa. It's a very relaxed sound. It's the sound that you make when you're thinking in English. You're like that's the schwa sound because it's very relaxed. Here, this is the E sound. We also have it in Spanish in words like iglesia. Well, there are many words that start and also has this sound in English. This other symbol here, the Y, it's the same. It's the same sound, but they put it here because they use it for a word that starts with the letter. When the word starts with the letter Y, then they use this. Some charts I saw that they use not the letter I or Y but the letter J, but that depends on what system they're using, because some symbols may look the same but they represent different sounds. Like for example this one here, the sound is not the same one as this one. So in English we have these two. The sound is pronounced E. Then we have this one. It's not so close. Your mouth is not so close. It starts to open a little bit, and it's closer to the letter E. Okay, to the letter E here than like in the Spanish E. So it's not E like here. All right, it's more like kind of in the middle. E. Then after this letter, or after this sound, we have the letter E. We have this sound in English, but it's not used as in Spanish when we say ejercicio. We use it with diphthongs when we want to say, for example, make, take, pake, dake. Because when we want to say, when we want to express the sound, the sound by itself, it's pronounced different. We got it right here. and that is eh. It's more open. Your mouth needs to open a little bit wider. So it's not eh like in Spanish, but eh, eh. Your mouth is more open. Eh, eh, eh. All right. So the next symbol, not letter, but the next symbol is it's called near open. All right, because it's really not fully open, but kind of open or near open, and that is the ah, ah, ah. And this symbol, we got this symbol because it's almost like the letter ah and the letter eh combined when they're together, when they're mixed. So it's more like ah, ah. So you need to, the way you need to move your mouth is like if you're gonna say ah, but then you try to say the letter e. All right, well, not the letter e, but the sound eh. So eh, eh, eh. And finally, we have this letter here, which is the letter ah. It's very open. Ah, 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 ah. Now this ah, we don't use it by itself. We use it combined with other vowels. All right. We use it with diphthongs. So for example, if we want to say time, the symbol that we would use is this ah plus the I, time, time. Or we would say by, or we would say, I don't know, dike or pike. Now there are some symbols that we get in this list that we don't use in English, at least in English. So let me continue here with the schwa. As I said previously, the schwa, we use it in so many different words, but basically it's a very relaxed letter. It's a very relaxed sound, not letter, but because these are sounds, representation of sounds. It's a very relaxed sound, and we use it in words like sofa or about. Then we have this other symbol here. If we use this one in American English, but if we're talking about British English, it might change. It might be different. So this sound is pronounced and we use it in words like teacher, burn, burst, burp, burk, and sometimes it even has like a little R next to it. All right. Even in some dictionaries, they don't make any difference between this one, and they don't make any differentiation between this one and this one. Sometimes they represent the sound by the schwa. All right, they use the same symbol for different sounds because in real life it's almost the same. It depends on the emphasis that you put on the word, but to some people it's the same. Now let's continue with the oo sound. Oo. This oo sound, we use it in words like you or few or amusement. This u has another sound here, which is very close to oo, but is very different. It's a little bit different. All right. It's more like an Your mouth is not so close. It's a little bit more rounded. Your lips have to be a little bit more rounded, and try to make the sound of oo. This symbol, we use it in words like would, should, book, took, pull. There are many words that have this sound. Now, this one, it's the letter O. The letter O, and we can find it in diphthongs like boat, go, what else? Dome, home, and so many others. But we don't use it alone. We don't use it by itself. So, like in Spanish, for example, when we say oso, it's the same sound, oso, but in English we just use it in diphthongs, because when we want to say o, we really want to say and it's more open. You see that it changes, all right, when it gets to this part here, this part of your mouth. All right, the more you open your mouth, the different the sound will be. So this one is o, o, like in Spanish, and we use it in diphthongs in English, like go, what else? Yes, go. Next word is aw. We use it in words like law, thought, bought. And these two symbols, one is for American, this one it's used in American dictionaries, and this other one is used in British English dictionaries. The sound changes a little bit, because in American English this would be like an ah, in father, car, park. But British speakers would pronounce this this symbol different. Would be more like park or ba, ka. It's more open, I think, and your mouth, your lips are more rounded. And finally, we got this symbol. All right, this symbol. It's the stressed schwa. Some people refer to this symbol as the stressed schwa because it's very similar to the but this one is more stress. It's more like So we have words like bus, cut, but, mother, none, fun, honey. These are some of the words that have this sound. And I think that's about it about this diagram. Now let's continue with the next part. Alright, very good. So now we're gonna continue with the pronunciation of the vowels of these sounds right here. So let's start with the E sound. For the sound E, we got the word C. Then we got I, him, good, boots, head, American, first, orange, fat, hot. Alright, so these are the sounds for the 10 vowels. Now let's continue with the 5 diphthongs. We got I, by, ow. It's not ow, but ow, because this sound is not an oo, but ow, down, o, go, oi, boy, a, may. Now let's continue with the 24 sound consonants. This is the letter P. The P in English is explosive, so it's a little bit different from Spanish. So it's park, arc, park, boat, boat, tower, down, joy. Remember, it's not joy because this sound is represented differently. So it's joy. Then we have choose, king. Oh, by the way, this sound is pronounced ch. And this one, king. This is a nasal ing. King. So the sound is made with the nose. This is the letter G and it's pronounced g. Grade. This is the letter F. The letter F sounds find. Letter V is different from Spanish because we have to bite our lip, our lower lip, to produce the sound. So it's victory. This sound we certainly don't have it in Spanish. It's a little bit difficult for some people. Well, actually, we do have it, but not in South American Spanish, but Iberian. Well, the people from Spain can make this sound very clearly. So it's like when they say zapatos. So it's the same sound as through, 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 through. This one, it's a little bit like a D, but more stronger. Is th, th. We need to bite our tongue and then try to produce this like this sound. Th, th, those. This is the letter S, same as in Spanish. Silent. Letter Z sounds Z. Zebra. This is the letter S. Well, this is the symbol for SH. And it's pronounced shampoo. This is the sound for pleasure. Also vision, we have it in this category. Vision, pleasure. Next word is letter M. Mother. Letter N. Nothing. This symbol is represents the sound ing most of the times. Well, not ing, but ng. So it sounds bring. Is very nasal. Hotel or hotel. This is the letter L. It sounds lion. This on is not on. This is a schwa. So it sounds lion. Lion King. Alright, next word is ring. This is the letter R. Letter R is different from Spanish because we make this sound. Well, in order for us to make this sound, we have to put our tongue on the back of our mouth. It's very, very soft. It's not like our but it's very, very soft. Ring. Letter W sounds water. British people would say water, but well, water in this case. And then we got this symbol. Sometimes the E sound is represented with J or Y. Sometimes it's represented by this symbol, but it really depends on the dictionary. But in this case, and this time we're gonna use this symbol. All right. So yellow, yellow. It's not j, but yellow. And that's all for today. Thank you very much.